Hi, this is Kylie, and this is my project for data analysis. So, the title of the project is The Life Expectancy of Countries Throughout History. And here is my code. Here I'm loading all of my libraries. So, I use the tidyverse, gapminder, and make the variable named gap. So, that's all my data, which if I load it in the view, then we can access all of it. And as you can see, it has the country, the continent, the year, the life expectancy, population, and GDP per capita. And it goes from year 1952 to 2007. Um, and then I also used Ggplr and ggplot to create my graphs. So here I give a little bit of background on the project. And then I asked my first question, which is which country has the highest life expectancy every 10 years? And I was able to get some data, which I'll show in a minute when I knit the file, but I couldn't figure out how to get the country as a variable, so I had to go through manually and find it with each row, and this was the results: 1952, Norway, and then Iceland, Sweden, and then Japan for the last 30 years of the graph. And then going into question two, I wanted to create a visual to kind of look at all the factors, the life expectancy, population, GDP per capita, country, continent, see if there was any sort of correlation between all of them. And after knitting it, which it takes a second to do, there it goes. Um, so here is my data for the first question. Just says the highest life expectancy and then what year it was and what the highest life expectancy value was, which you can see those there. And then here is my graph I made. It is split up into every 5 years. The color is based on the continent, and the size of each dot is based on the population. And so I kind of came to the conclusion that looks like Europe is the most consistently high GDP and high life expectancy. And it looks as though usually the higher the GDP also correlates with a high life expectancy, but that's not always the case. Um, and then population doesn't seem to be too much of a factor for life expectancy. And that was my graph.